If you have very dry, sensitive skin, you've probably been told 1,000 times, just moisturize more. And you do. You buy good products. You apply them religiously. But somehow your skin still feels uncomfortable, tight, or rough. So what's going on? Why does moisturizing seem to fail, even when you're doing everything right? The answer isn't that moisturizers don't work. It's that most people don't understand how moisture actually works in skin that tends to be very dry. And that misunderstanding leads to common mistakes that sabotage even the best products. Today, we're going to explore why this happens and what you need to know to get better results from your moisturizing routine. Let's start with the basics. Your skin has a protective outer layer called the moisture barrier. Think of it like the shingles on a roof. When it's working well, it keeps water in and environmental stresses out. Some skin types have a naturally weaker moisture barrier. The shingles don't fit together as tightly. There are gaps, and through those gaps, moisture escapes faster than it should. Here's what's important to understand. This isn't just about dryness. It's about how your skin holds onto moisture. You can pour water onto a roof with loose shingles, but it won't stay there. Similarly, you can apply moisturizer to very dry skin, but without the right approach, you may not get the lasting comfort you're looking for. This is why people with dryness-prone skin often describe a cycle. They moisturize, their skin feels better for an hour or two, and then it's right back to feeling tight and uncomfortable. They think the product isn't working. But actually, their skin needs a different moisturizing approach. Now, before we go further, let me be clear about something important. If you have a skin condition or persistent skin concerns that affect your daily life, you should work with a healthcare professional. Moisturizers are cosmetic products designed to hydrate skin, improve softness and smoothness, and provide comfort. They are not intended to treat, prevent, or manage any medical condition. What we're talking about today is understanding how moisturizing works for skin that tends to be dry and sensitive, and why common approaches often fall short. Let's talk about the first big mistake people make: timing. Most people apply moisturizer whenever their skin feels dry. That seems logical, right? Your skin is uncomfortable, so you moisturize it. But here's the problem. When your skin already feels tight or rough, you've already lost a significant amount of moisture. Think of it like water in a garden. You don't wait until the plants look wilted to water them. You water them on a schedule to keep them healthy. The same principle applies to moisturizing very dry skin. There's a specific window of time when moisturizer works best, right after bathing or washing your face, while your skin is still slightly damp. Here's why this matters. When you bathe or shower, water temporarily plumps up the outer layer of your skin. If you apply moisturizer within 3 minutes of patting your skin dry, you can help seal that water into your skin before it evaporates. But if you wait too long, all that water evaporates, and your skin can end up feeling even drier than before you bathed. This is especially noticeable in skin that naturally loses moisture more quickly. So many people shower in the morning, get dressed, and then apply moisturizer 5 or 10 minutes later. By that point, they've missed the ideal window. They're trying to add moisture to skin that's already feeling dry, rather than locking in the moisture that was already there. The fix is simple, but requires a change in routine. Keep your moisturizer in the bathroom. Apply it to slightly damp skin within 3 minutes of bathing. This one change can dramatically improve how well your moisturizer performs. The second common mistake is choosing the wrong type of product for very dry, sensitive skin-specific needs. When you look at moisturizers, they generally fall into 3 categories based on how they work. First, there are humectants. These are ingredients like glycerin and hyaluronic acid that attract water to the skin. They're popular because they provide that immediate feeling of hydration. But here's the catch. In very dry environments, or on skin with a weaker moisture barrier, humectants need something to seal them in, or the benefit may be temporary. Second, there are emollients. These are ingredients like plant oils and fatty acids that smooth and soften the skin. They fill in the gaps between skin cells, making the surface feel more comfortable. They're helpful for improving the feel and appearance of dry skin. Third, there are occlusives. These are ingredients like petrolatum, mineral oil, and dimethicone that form a protective film on the skin surface. They're the sealers that help reduce moisture loss. Now, here's what many people don't realize. Very dry, sensitive skin usually benefits from all three types working together. A lightweight lotion that's mostly humectants might feel nice going on, but it won't provide enough protection for skin that loses moisture quickly. You need that combination of attraction, smoothing, and sealing. This is why richer creams or ointments often work better for very dry skin, especially during dry weather. The texture might feel heavier, but they contain more occlusives that help create a protective layer your skin benefits from. Many people resist heavier products because they don't like the feel. But the temporary sensation of a richer product is usually worth it for the hours of comfort it provides. And there's a trick. If you apply the product to damp skin like we talked about earlier, even heavy creams spread more easily and feel more comfortable. The third mistake is about how often people moisturize. There's a common belief that if you have a good moisturizer, applying it once or twice a day should be enough. But for very dry skin, that's rarely sufficient, especially during dry seasons or after exposure to harsh conditions. Skin that loses moisture quickly needs more frequent attention. Throughout the day, your skin is constantly exposed to factors that stress your moisture barrier. Washing your hands, touching fabrics, air conditioning, heating, and weather conditions. Think of it this way. If you had a container that leaked slowly, you wouldn't fill it once in the morning and expect it to still be full by evening. You'd need to add more throughout the day. The same logic applies to very dry skin. For many people with dryness-prone skin, optimal moisturizing means applying product 3 to 4 times a day, once after showering, once midday, once in the evening, and once before bed. During very dry weather, some people need to moisturize even more frequently. This might sound excessive, but here's the reality. Frequent moisturizing helps maintain your skin in a more comfortable state, which means each application can be more effective. It's preventive. You're maintaining moisture levels rather than constantly trying to recover from severe dryness. The challenge, of course, is that most people don't want to stop everything to moisturize multiple times a day. The solution is to make it convenient. Keep a tube of moisturizer in your bag, in your car, at your desk, by your bed. Make it so accessible that reapplying becomes automatic rather than a chore you have to plan for. The fourth mistake involves ingredients that can actually work against you. Many popular moisturizers contain ingredients that give immediate sensory benefits, but may not be ideal for very dry, sensitive skin. Let's talk about a few common ones. Fragrances are a big one. They make products smell nice, but some skin types find them uncomfortable. For skin that's already sensitive and dry, fragrances may not be the best choice. Then there are certain preservatives. Products need preservatives to stay safe and effective, but some types are more likely to be irritating for sensitive skin than others. Essential oils are another tricky category. They're often marketed as natural and gentle, but many essential oils are quite potent. Lavender, peppermint, citrus oils, these might work well for some people, but they may not be comfortable for very sensitive dry skin. Even some beneficial sounding ingredients can be less than ideal in certain situations. Alpha hydroxy acids and retinol, for example, can be wonderful for certain skin concerns, but they may feel too strong for very dry, sensitive skin. Now, this doesn't mean you need to use products with only 3 ingredients. Modern skincare science has developed many effective, gentle ingredients. The key is knowing what works best for your skin type. For very dry, sensitive skin, simpler formulations often work well. Look for products that focus on barrier-supporting ingredients, ceramides, which are naturally found in skin, fatty acids like linoleic acid, cholesterol, and niacinamide, which help support the skin's moisture barrier. And pay attention to how products are formulated overall. A product might have good base ingredients but include unnecessary fragrances or other additions that don't work well for sensitive skin. Here's a practical tip. When you find a product that works well for your skin, stick with it. Very dry, sensitive skin often responds best to consistency. Once you've found something your skin tolerates and that provides good hydration and comfort, there's no need to keep experimenting unless your skin's needs change. The fifth mistake is not adjusting your moisturizing routine to environmental conditions. What works for your skin in summer humidity might not work in winter dryness. What's enough in a mild climate might be inadequate in harsh weather. But many people use the same products and the same routine year-round, then wonder why their skin feels more uncomfortable at certain times. Cold, dry air is particularly challenging for dryness-prone skin. When humidity drops, water evaporates from your skin faster. Indoor heating makes this even worse by drying out the air inside your home. If you're using the same lightweight moisturizer you use in summer, it's simply not going to provide enough protection. The solution is to think about your moisturizing routine seasonally. In drier months, you might need a heavier product, more frequent application, or both. You might also benefit from a humidifier in your bedroom to add moisture to the air overnight. Hot water is another environmental factor people often overlook. Long hot showers might feel wonderful, but they can actually contribute to dryness more than lukewarm water does. They also remove natural oils that help support your moisture barrier. For very dry skin, shorter showers or baths with lukewarm water are gentler. And think about what touches your skin throughout the day. Harsh detergents in your laundry, rough fabrics, even the water quality in your area. All of these environmental factors can affect how comfortable your skin feels and how well your moisturizing routine works. The final mistake is having unclear expectations about what moisturizers can and cannot do. Here's the truth. Moisturizers are an essential part of caring for very dry, sensitive skin, but they're cosmetic products designed to provide hydration, softness, smoothness, and comfort. They help improve the appearance and feel of dry skin. What they can do is help reduce moisture loss, improve the feel of dry or rough skin, soften and smooth the skin surface, and provide lasting comfort when used correctly. Many people become frustrated because they expect their moisturizer to solve all their skin concerns. When it doesn't, they think moisturizing doesn't work. But moisturizing is one approach to managing everyday dryness and maintaining comfortable skin. It's not a solution for every skin concern. If you're experiencing persistent discomfort, visible irritation, or concerns that interfere with your daily life, you should see a healthcare provider. They can assess your skin, identify potential contributing factors, and recommend appropriate care. Think of moisturizing as daily maintenance, like brushing your teeth. It's an important habit that helps keep your skin feeling comfortable and looking healthy when practiced consistently and correctly. So let's recap what we've covered. Moisturizing may not work as well as you'd like for very dry, sensitive skin when you apply it at the wrong time. Choose the wrong type of product. Don't apply it frequently enough. Use formulations with ingredients that don't work well for your skin type. Ignore environmental factors or expect it to do more than cosmetics are designed to do. The good news, all of these are fixable. You don't necessarily need different products. You might just need a different approach. Apply moisturizer to damp skin within 3 minutes of bathing. Choose richer formulations with barrier-supporting ingredients. Moisturize multiple times throughout the day. Look for gentle formulations without unnecessary fragrances. Adjust your routine to match the weather and your environment. And have realistic expectations about what moisturizers can achieve. For skin that tends to be dry and sensitive, these strategies can make a real difference in your daily comfort. Remember, this information is educational and general in nature. Every person's skin is unique, and what works for one person may not work for another. If you have ongoing skin concerns, work with a qualified healthcare provider who can provide personalized guidance. Thank you for watching.